Hello, Stampers, and welcome back to Linda's Stamp and Escape. It is Tuesday, December 28th, 2021. Hello, how are you doing tonight? I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. It's not quite over yet. We got New Year's coming in. I'd like to welcome everybody back, and if this is the first time you're watching me live, welcome. Glad you could make it. Love having new people join us. Hello, Rita. All right. Don't forget to pop your name in there. Make sure that you say hello so that I can get your name in our wheel of names for our drawings. Hi, Barb. Tonight we're going to be drawing from last week's comments a sampling of the brand new brushed brass butterflies. So these are new. They are available January 4th. So they are coming. Hello, Cheryl. And Jenny is joining us tonight. Welcome, everyone. All right. If you follow my blog, you know that I have been working with these two stamp sets, the Daisy Garden and the Through It Together stamp sets. And I know that I told you we were going to do a twist on the split circle technique, which I am going to be doing. But I am going to incorporate these two along with it. So, all right. Last week, we did just the basic split circle. So as you can see, we had one large circle, one medium circle, and one small circle. And we did this with the ombre paper. This is a specialty paper that is available in the annual catalog. I'm not really showing anything from the mini anymore because a lot of items are sold out. You can always check my website to see what's available yet. Hello, Dawn. And then this is the second card we did. Again, it was one large and then the medium and the smalls. So this one looks kind of cool because I used the same designer paper on that. So this is the look we're going for, but we're still using 3 different patterns. But in order to do that, you have to use more designer paper. So instead of just the one, we're doubling up with 2 large, 1 medium, and 2 smalls. And remember, all of these pieces come from the layering circle dies. I took this little piece out. I had stamped a whole bunch of these for the projects that I'm working on for my blog. And then I just colored that little piece and then I cut it out. This also comes from layering circle dies. So we're going to be using that on our card tonight. So I'll just stick it right up there. And we'll flip that over there. So we'll set these two aside. And again, I am working with these two on my blog the last couple days. And because the minute I saw Daisy Garden, I wanted it. And I just thought, what if people don't think that there's a lot they can do with this because it is just one basic stamp? But there is actually quite a bit you can do, and you need to hop over to my blog to see those cards. I don't think I have them up here. I think they're actually upstairs. So let's get this out of the way and let us get started. You know what? I don't think I cut a card base, so I'll have to kind of fake it. So I'll use the back of this one, just so you can see what I'm doing. All right, I'm going to step through the cutting again, but I wanted to show you where I got this designer paper. This comes from our Patterned Party Designer Series paper. And that is a hostess gift. And it is loaded with designer paper, ladies. So if you are a designer paper person, you need to hop over. One side is all black and white, as you can see here. And then when you flip it over, it's all colored. So there's lots of different patterns in here. Colored one side, black and white on the other. And it's just loaded with patterns and colors. And it's just a lot of fun to work with. So this is still available through the end of the annual catalog. So you got a couple months yet to work on that. Again, it is a hostess gift. So, all right, we are going to go back to the cutting just to refresh your memory. And I'm going to make sure I can get this in here. I might have to go on a little bit of an angle because I want to make sure that you can see how I'm cutting this. There we go. And Chris is here. Hello, Chris. Chris and Kathy. All right, I'm going to flip this up and get my little schnibbles out of the way. And we'll start with the large ones. And I'm actually going to cut these at the same time. But where these two ridges meet, I am going to stick them right there because my cutting line is right in between. So, and then I'm going to line that up. You can be a perfectionist if you'd like. I, on the other hand, am not. I've learned over the years that, sometimes good enough is just good enough, right? That's what I learned when I was like 10 shades of scared to go live. And everybody said, just do it. Just do it. Don't wait anymore. Just do it. So I did, and here I am. And I actually like it because it kept me sane through all that COVID stuff, just being able to sit here and talk with you guys. All right, so each one we're going to do, set in there. And I really do try to get it as even as possible. But there we go. We are going to use the polka dots on our card tonight. And we'll set that aside. Okay, so last week you saw me layer these. And we're going to do them a little bit different because, remember, we only used 3 pieces and now we have more. But you know what's nice about this? You can make 2 cards. So now you have enough for 2 cards. And you do only need one of these. And we are going to glue them all together. I'm going to put that green in the middle. And I'm going to show you that daisy while we're gluing. So this is actually pretty much taken from a real daisy. They're called African daisies. And I found them, several years ago at one of the garden centers. And I just love them. There's so many different colors. There's purple and yellow. That's one of my favorites. And then, I don't know if I did this right or wrong here. Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? Make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. I am. That's good. All right. So we are in the middle of this here, and I think I cut this wrong. Well, we're going to make a pretty card with it anyways. I wanted to show you a little something different, but it's not quite what I wanted here. All right. I wish I was in class because I would have you ladies chit-chatting with each other. But what I am doing is I am cutting the opposite of what I have on my table. And I should have did a little pre-test before I did all this today. And I'm going to do one more in the center as well. I should have one more middle spot left. I need elevator music. I hope you can hear me over here. As you're sitting there, nothing's happening. Oh gosh. Okay, now let's see how clever I can really get and see if I can cut these all at once and nice and straight. So now we're going to have way more than 2 cards, aren't we? Let's go back in here and get this cut. So, Kathy said she would love to make a card using this technique in class. Oh, okay, we can do that, Kathy. We can do that. All right, Cheryl said, yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Wonderful. All right, it moved. Let's hold that and see if that works for us. We are a little crooked, but you know what? It's too funny. Deb skipped bowling due to the weather. Oh no, you hurt yourself. That's not good. Oh, well, at least you could join us. I'm glad you did that. Thank you. All right, now let's get back to where I want to be. Okay, so we did large white, so we're gonna do large black, and I got all these little pieces. Okay, so yes, Kathy, this might work really nice if we do this in class, so you can really get a hands-on. Hands-on works the best, right? All right, and let's grab that other little piece of white. I only see one little piece, so I guess we're going to use, oh, I bet it's right here. We're going to use this one. So you can see that this green that I'm using here is actually the opposite side to the white. All right, now you're going to see why I did it this way. And I'll push all them little pieces aside. So it's opposite. So it's one large black, one large white. And look what happens when we put this in here. Now it's going to swoop this way. I love it. Okay, I'm swooping this way though, because my greeting is white. And I want it on the black. All right, so now we got our pattern. So I will refresh this one more time. This one here used just one circle. One large, one medium, and one small. And you saw before when we did this, that this one here, even though we had different ones, we're going to use one large in each color, and then the center one always stays the same, and then again the small. And this way when we flip it to match up our centers, we get a whole swoop. Now it looks like that on here, because we actually use the same pattern. But because we're using different patterns, it takes a little different. All right. Now we are going to pull in our Through It Together stamp set. And we are going to use the Memento ink. And we're going to follow our dreams. This has such a fine script to it. That is another reason why I'm just tapping on here, because I don't want one side to get more clogged up with ink than the other. This puts it all in nice and easy. Hello, Sandy. Welcome. So we're going to put our little papers here just to give us an eyeball of where we want our greeting to go. Beautiful. So now, through the magic of television or video, we are going to emboss this with the Tasteful Textiles. You know, the one I always use. They took away Subtle, so now this is my new favorite. So we're going to do that. And last time we did not pop up our little circles, so tonight we are going to give it a little more dimension. Oops, this one has a back. There we go. I hope everybody had a nice Christmas. As I just plug in all these little dimensionals, and you could use the small ones, but I have a tendency to use the big ones. And I had one that all the backs were sticking to it, so I just used my handy dandy pick your tool and picked them all off, which worked really nice, by the way. Also use it to pick off the tops here. There we go. And I'm going to have to cut some trim off. Cut some little skinny pieces off of there for our little bar that goes across. All right, let's line this up. And we want it to go this way. So I'm not going to push that down till I kind of get it where I want to. Kind of spacing myself out here. I think I need to be a little over this way. And then a little this way. Let's go back just a hair. There we go. Line that up. Works good, right? Okay. Now we can push that down. And then here's where I'm going to need those little bitty pieces. So I don't know about you, but I always use up all my edges when it comes to our dimensionals. Not hard to do, is it? I'm going to bring this out to the edge, and I can see how far I need to go here. Let's bring that right over there. There we go. And then if you want, fold one in half and sneak a little glue dot right underneath there. And that will hold that down. Perfect. Flip and trim. Yep, see, I'm just like the rest of you. I'm not magic. I stamp like the rest. Okay, so there we go. Bright as all get out. I get it. All right, I'm going to put a little glue down here. And then I am going to add a dimensional. To the top there. And we're going to stick him right there. And I just love that flower. So that was actually done with these three colors here. So you have your Daffodil Delight, and then your light Balmy Blue and the light Freesia. And the Freesia and the blue are what blend together and make that card so pretty. And this is what I love. I love the fact that this one wraps around. So it's one small, one big, and then the one medium. And then you need one small and one big on the other color. And that's what gives it that nice contrast. And to be honest, you could even use a fourth color if you wanted to. Now when that goes on the back here, that is really going to pop. But I have to get my little gems out because, and I'm using the in color ones. And of course, these also have the Freesia color. So we're going to use the Freesia on here, and that will help pull out that color from our flower. So we're going to highlight our flower. We're going to put that in our little triangle pattern. We got a lot of texture, and that is the second way that you can use these circles. So, but I was playing around, and they're quite fun. So you could even like make just a cute little ball. And then if you put a little greeting in here where you couldn't see it, you could make your own little ornaments. You'd have to cover up that little piece. This isn't quite going to be the color you want to use, but I'm just giving you some other ideas on what you could use. It would be really fun with some of the foils. If you just ran some of the reds and greens through, and then you could even emboss the whole thing. Oh, gosh. But there is our second card. Again, one large, one small in the white, one large, one small. And now remember, you're going to have all these extras left. So you are going to be able to make another whole card with what we have left over. And the way I cut today, I'm going to have a couple more cards. So don't be afraid to experiment and have some fun. It's all you're working with is half circles. Now that's not quite where I want it to go, but hey, that's different too. Make whatever you want. That's more like last week's than this week's. So, and you could even change these if you wanted to. But I don't know, I still really like that one. They're all cute, and I would flip this one over here because we got this one too, right? There we go. This should have a black background. So, easy breezy. This is just a fun, easy technique to use. You can do so many different things with it, and I'll be sharing more. If I do this in a class or in our club, then I'll be sure to share that picture with everybody so they can see, you know, what else you can do with them. Jenny likes them all. Good. Hello, Anne. So, ladies, don't go away yet because we are going to spin for a sampling of our brushed brass butterflies. Let's see who that lucky winner is. Oh, I love the hearts. Thank you, everybody. And if you are watching on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. And feel free to join us live on Tuesday nights at 6:30. We'd love to have you join us. All right, I'm popping this into full screen so everybody can see. There we go. And we're going for the butterflies there. And you ready? Let's count down. 3, 2, 1, go. Who is our lucky winner tonight? Deb. Congratulations, Deb. See, I think it was meant to be that you were here to join us live tonight. And Deb, watch your mailbox. You have a package coming. So I will tuck your butterflies in there. And I thank you all for joining me this evening. I appreciate that. And I will be back next Tuesday. I will be posting the birthday club information before New Year's Eve, so I can get everybody's birthday started in there. And who knows, maybe you'll see me New Year's Eve. Thanks everybody for joining me tonight. And I appreciate you taking time out of your evening to sit and stamp with me. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.